and unboxing. Definition, simple language. Autoboxing, converting a primitive data type into its wrapper class object automatically. Unboxing, converting a wrapper class object back into a primitive data type automatically. Primitive, wrapper. Int, integer, double, char, character, boolean, boolean. Example, you can see the code in our conversation history. Output, you can see the code in our conversation history. 2. Final, finally, finalize, final keyword. Definition, used to stop modification. Final variable, value cannot change. Final method cannot override. Final class cannot inherit. You can see the code in our conversation history. Finally block. Definition, used with try-catch. It always executes whether exception occurs or not. You can see the code in our conversation history. Output, you can see the code in our conversation history. Finalize method. Definition, called by garbage collector before destroying an object. You can see the code in our conversation history. Note, rarely used in real projects. Nar 3, purpose of main method. Definition, simple language. The main method is the starting point of Java program execution. Without main, the program will not run. Syntax. You can see the code in our conversation history. Meaning, public, accessible everywhere. Static, JVM can call without creating object. Void, returns nothing. String args, command line arguments. Not 4, access modifiers. Definition. Access modifiers control where variables, methods, and classes can be accessed. Modifier, access level, public, everywhere, private, same class only protected, same package plus subclass, default, same package only. Example. You can see the code in our conversation history. Method overloading and overriding. Method overloading. Same method name, different parameters, same class. You can see the code in our conversation history. Happens at compile time. Method overriding. Definition. Subclass provides its own implementation of parent class method. You can see the code in our conversation history. Happens at runtime. Number 6. Abstract class versus interface. Abstract class, definition, can have abstract plus non-abstract methods. Supports constructors, can have instance variables. You can see the code in our conversation history. Definition, all methods are abstract by default. Supports multiple inheritance. Variables are public static final. You can see the code in our conversation history. Difference table, abstract class, interface, can have normal methods, only abstract methods. Single inheritance, multiple inheritance. Can have constructors, no constructors. Instance variables allowed, only constants. Final titty. If interviewer asks, open quote, which is better, abstract class or interface, close quote. Use interface for multiple inheritance and loose coupling. Use abstract class for code reuse. If you want, I can give interview questions and answers,